In this video, we'll be learning how to solve exponential equations without a calculator. Now, in this case, we're given the equation 2 raised to the power of 4x equals to 8 raised to the power of x minus 1. And we need to solve this equation for x. Well, the trick to solve this type of equation is to make sure that both sides of the equation are written as a power of the same number. So looking at this here, we can see that on the left-hand side we have 2 raised to the power of 4x, and on the right-hand side we have an 8 raised to the power of x minus 1. But we need both sides of this equation to be written as a power of the same number. So the trick in this case is to see that we can write 8 as 2 to the power of 3. And using that fact, we can rewrite our equation. In other words, we can write 2 raised to the power of 4x equals to 2 to the power of 3, that's the 8 we had, raised to the power of x minus 1. Now that we've done this, we can simplify this a bit using the laws of exponents, and that would look like this. 2 raised to the power of 4x equals to 2 to the power of 3 times x minus 1. Distributing this 3 would lead us to 2 to the power of 4x equals to 2 to the power of 3x minus 3. And now that we've written both sides of the equation as powers of 2, we can get rid of the 2's altogether, and we can just focus on the exponents. In other words, we can now just solve this. 4x equals to 3x minus 3. And so subtracting 3x from each side of the equation would lead us to 4x minus 3x equals to negative 3. Finally, this leads us to the final answer, which would be x equals to negative 3. Let's look at another example. Let's say we have to solve 5 raised to the power of 2x plus 1 equals to 125 raised to the power of x minus 3. Well, once again, in this case, the trick is to write each of the two sides of the equation as powers of the same number. Here we can see that we have a 5 on the left-hand side and 125 on the right-hand side. So we need to pick up on the fact that 125 is equal to 5 to the power of 3. And so using that fact, we can go ahead and rewrite this equation as 5 to the power of 2x plus 1 equals to, in parentheses, 5 to the power of 3 raised to the power of x minus 3. Now simplifying this a bit, this leads us to 5 to the power of 2x plus 1 equals to 5 to the power of 3 times x minus 3. Distributing that 3 across the parentheses leads us to 5 to the power of 2x plus 1 equals to 5 to the power of 3x minus 9. And now that everything's written as a power of 5 on each side of the equation, we can go ahead and write 2x plus 1 equals to 3x minus 9. And we solve this equation. Subtracting 1 from each side would lead us to 2x equals to 3x minus 10. And now subtracting 3x from each side of the equation leads us to 2x minus 3x equals to negative 10. This in turn leads us to negative x equals to negative 10, which finally leads us to the answer x is equal to 10. And there you have it. That's how we solve exponential equations without a calculator.